Hey, do you use Copilot in PowerPoint? I don't. I rarely do. So let me show you why. So I'm gonna try to create. I have this Word document about introducing generative AI with different chapters, a lot of information here. So a long Word document, and if I want to create a PowerPoint presentation from that, yeah, we can do it. So let's try to do it. And maybe I can use, I don't know, if I can use a template, or I'm gonna start from scratch. So here I'm gonna say create a presentation from this file, and I'm gonna enter the file. So hopefully it will show. Here it is. Make this vibrant and well articulated. And let's do that. And so you can change the design, pick up a design, your corporate one, or let's see if I can find a nice one. Let's take this one. And let's ask Copilot to generate. So, Microsoft did some progress, made some progress in terms of using templates. You can now reference something else in a Word document, PDF, and even I think Excel file, maybe pages. And you can add things. You can reorganize your sections. You just have to drag and drop. So they made some meaningful progress. And here in the image settings, you can say, what image you want to use. You can in the future, and that's what I'm waiting for. I think you'll be able to select the option to generate the images, like with image generation. So here I'm just gonna do that. But what I don't like in that is it's very verbose. It's as verbose if I was copying, pasting from Word to PowerPoint, but still verbose, and it looks like the same all the time. It's not really, even if I change template, it's not really innovative. It's not very visually impactful. So let's see the result. But what I like about it is it gives you a structure based on the document. It gives you a structure, so you can reuse the structure and work from there. So you can still save time, but I rarely do that. So let's wait. So you can see that it's with this template. It's a good layout. I like the formatting here, but it becomes really bullet points here, and it becomes the same over and over. So a list of bullet points. The slides, intermediate slides are good, but it's always bullet points. So you can think this is good compared to what I do or what you do, but still it's very verbose, and you don't want people to read all this text. You're losing your audience when you do that. To me, it's more. This PowerPoint is more a report with it's nicely designed than really a presentation. A presentation should be minimalist in terms of words, and it's a voiceover that is important. So instead, what do I do? Because I still have a way to have more impactful slides, and instead I go to create, and I say create a story, and then I say summarizing my doc. And then I pick up my doc. Here it is. I change the style. So my favorite style so far is this one, but you can try other one. We're gonna try this one. I'm gonna change for once. And it's a little bit longer because then it's gonna create only 5 slides. That's one limitation. And the second limitation is it's a bunch of images. Then I can export to PowerPoint. So it's not pretty cool because I have to, if I want to change some text, or if the image, the text in the image is not well generated, that adds some work, but the visual impact is way more powerful than what Copilot is doing in PowerPoint when I reference the same document. So let's see how it comes. It's starting to show. And let's see how far we can go with that. So it's only 5. I guess it's, they don't want you to use too many compute here. So only 5 images are generated. But you can add more. One by one. It's not the perfect experience, but so as you can see, we can start to see those slides are way more impactful because they're more visual. And it's, when you do a summary, it's always better to summarize your ideas than just to be verbose about your ideas. So again, the content of the Word document should be your speech that, enhance your presentation. There's still some text here, so it's not just visual, but it's more sharp. And it's doing a very good job in terms of content creation. So I'm using this every day, while I'm never create a PowerPoint presentation from a Word document. So this is my process, and that way it saves me time. It gives me more the ability to be more impactful when I'm presenting something. And one thing to note here is you can edit a slide. You can see this is an image, but there's a way, if I remember, to edit the text. So when you export it in PowerPoint, then you have access to the text. So let's try that. So it takes a little bit more time, but the result is more impactful. So I will definitely recommend this to have a very polished presentation, which should be what you aim for. So now it's text. Okay, so now if I go on another slide, it's still an image. I can do the same thing here. So I'm losing a little bit in terms of, you see the font is not the same. So I'm losing a little bit of creativity here. So let's do that on every slide. And I'm just going to do the first 3 so you can see the difference. So now I have text. And then if you see that there's a mistake in the text, that's how you do it. You go there and you change. So let's see if we have mistakes here. So here I can see that maybe I want to move that down. Key risk errors. I don't see any mistakes here. Is there a slide where there's text mistake. Often there's a mistake here. For whatever reason, there's no mistake. But you can see that, so I leave those two slides being not text, just images, and this one is text, and I can definitely go there and change. So now let's say I'm finished. Now I can export to PowerPoint. And now again, this is text now. Now I can change it. So if I go there, I cannot change it. So my wish is that in the future, you can say generate those slides just like that from PowerPoint first. Then I have an option to say, hey, make the text editable. So it's not an image embedded in, text embedded in the image. And that's where I think it's going to go. But you can see that way, oh, here was a mistake. So you can see the benefit of doing that process is huge, and the result is more impressive than the previous one. So if we'll compare both, very verbose, yeah, there's more slide, there's more content, but who likes that? And here, very nice, polished, very impactful presentation. Hope this was insightful.